Bam! The late adopter. Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel, to the new video. Right now we're doing Cardano up 14.47%. It's outplaying literally everything. Not literally, there are some altcoins that are doing better than Cardano, but nobody cares about those. Everybody talking about Cardano. 14.33%. So we're gonna talk about this move that's happening right over here. You can see it's almost going parabolic. So it depends on how parabolic this is gonna go and how fast it's gonna go up or how far. So we're gonna try to figure out like some kind of numbers up here where we might actually hit some kind of resistance. It's always good to know the resistance. I know that you don't want any resistance and you're only thinking that this is gonna go up to the forever. Unfortunately, that's not the case, and you're gonna have a pullback sooner or later, and it's gonna happen either you want it or not. Now, I'm trying to be friendly, I'm trying to help you, because I know a lot of people are waiting for these parabolic moves and thinking it's gonna go to 10, 20, 30, maybe, but not today. You know, so profits are never a bad thing, it's always a good thing. So at one point you have to take some kind of profits. If you're a hodler, you might want to think that that's a good strategy. You do that, but I'm saying just what I think. That said, before we actually get into charts and see what actually we have for you today, something called daily altcoins video, where we rank coins, look what's good, what's not, a lot of altcoins every single day. So if you want to know what's popping, what's not popping, if you need some kind of help picking coins, maybe you should check out the Patreon link down below. Also check out the Telegram link. 3,894 members trying to hit that 4K number. So do help us out with that and chat with people. That said, let's get into charts, make my face smaller, charts bigger as always, and see what's happening with Cardano. Nice, very nice. So Cardano is going up. You can see here it broke this resistance line, and right now it's popping really hard. That said, firstly, before it was going in some kind of triangle, right? Then we had this rising wedge, then we broke the rising wedge, then we went up to the top of the rising wedge, and then we broke the rising wedge on the upside, something that doesn't happen that often, but once you do that, it's very, very bullish sign. So all of these rising wedge, that means the price that the price that's going in a rising wedge tends to break on the downside. Right, it goes up here and then it tends to break on downside, because rising wedges are bearish by nature. So the times that we actually break upside on the rising wedge is a very bullish signal, because that should not happen. And when it's bullish, when you break on the upside, a lot of people jump in and are noticing that. So a rising wedge will go in something like this, I think. Let me just try to draw it for you, give or take, something like this. You can see the rising wedge. We had the rising wedge up here. We unfortunately broke it on the downside because, you know, Bitcoin and, you know, stuff. And then we managed to hover below it, went in it, and then here it was a lot like, do we gonna break it, and we broke it. Once that was confirmation, breakout all the way up here above these previous resistances yesterday, and today it just started pumping like crazy. So in the last 3 days, this did some crazy numbers like 47% when everything else is dropping. So that's quite an achievement. Like 47% is not a lot, but when everything is dropping like Bitcoin and stuff, you know, then it becomes a lot, then it becomes huge. So some kind of targets up here are in need. First of all, let's say some few words about the moving averages. You can see the moving averages down here, 10, 20, 50, 100, 200 moving average, very important supports. And when you get extension from these, meaning you get far away from them, what happens, you get either some kind of sideways movement to hit the moving averages and then bounce, or you go straight down, then get support on the moving averages and then continue going up. Whether that's support on the 10, 20 or whatever, it's some kind of sideways move happens. You can see that here we bounced up, we went away from the moving averages, and then we went sideways. And this last dip over here got us back at we hit the 10 moving average. We even went as far as 20 moving average and bounced really hard. And after that, like, that's the move that the traders were looking for, and they abused it really nicely. So it's going quite high. So there are some kind of targets that we can actually pop up for this. I think this is some kind of this was some kind of resistance, but that's broken. The other one, that's actually I think it's on the weekly chart. You can see it better on the weekly. something like this. This might actually be the first target for Cardano, and that's all the way up at what's that up? If I can just use it, that's at 2.89. That should be considered as some kind of first target, because it does hit these very important tops up here and up here, and they should have more value than other kinds of trend lines. So you can see that 2.83 should be some kind of first target up here. Whether we're gonna hit that or not, it depends. Sometimes you don't hit all the way up to the target because a lot of people start taking profits right before the target, even something down here. So that might happen. There are other targets. That are also using the same wick down here. Let's see if I can do some nice magic with this. But you can see this one is already broken. I don't think it's this one. I think it's actually this one. So this one is actually on the first pump over here yesterday. Sorry, previous week we went all the way up to 186. And that might be actually why we stopped. And then we got a third one as well, third target. But the longer you go back in time, it's kind of harder and harder being very precise. So what we do then, because there is just too many weeks, so we're gonna use a monthly chart and try to figure it out. And you can see here that let's clean this up a little bit. This one. I think was it? No, it was the bottom. Yeah. So the bottom down here also very important pivot point. Bottom was holding as a support all the way up until we broke it. Then we went big move up all the way up to that the same target up there. And right now we are doing a third move up. Right now we're in third move up there, and we're hitting already target. So that we might already right now be at the target where we are supposed to be at 2.5. So that we might already hit the target that is being hit. That's why I'm saying profits are never wrong. I know everybody wants like seeing some kind of crazy numbers and 10 and everything, but I don't think it's gonna come today. When it's gonna come, it depends. But right now there is also some kind of divergences happening on the weekly chart. You have to know about this. Divergences are never a good thing. Let's remove this one and this one. This is our rubber band index. Rubber band index follows the price. You can see it goes up, but when it stops following the price, you can see this goes up and this goes down. So we got some kind of divergence here, but the price is continuing going up. That's a divergence. That's the word. Usually what happens is that price either goes sideways or a little bit down, and then corrects this divergence. So right now there are some danger moments, and a lot of traders are seeing these danger moments. So you got to know that this might actually pull down. 4 hourly also extended from the moving averages. So if we are gonna go and hit the 2.89, what did I say, 2.89 or something like that, right? If you are gonna hit the 2.89, where is it? Somewhere around there, right? What has to happen on the 4 hourly chart? We have to go a little bit down, because we are extended from the 10 moving average, a little bit down to hit the 10 moving average, and then climb up and then hit this 2.89 line. So you saw right now that there is a target at 2.5, 2.89. Which target is gonna get hit? Like parabolic moves are. It looks like he's starting parabolic move. It's not theoretical, but it looks like he's starting a parabolic move. So where it's gonna end, it's kind of hard to say, but do know that right now it's a bad time to get in. Maybe it's not a bad time. Maybe you can get like a lot of percentage out of here, like 35%, like something like that, like 20% more up. Maybe tomorrow is gonna be also a good day, today before the weekly close. So who knows? But it looks good. It looks nice. Whether we, you know, the line that I just show you on the monthly chart, the line that I show you. All of these lines gets broken eventually. All the resistance gets broken. Like we had also a big resistance up here, right? This was a big resistance, but it got broken. Eventually it got broken, right? And once you break this big resistance, you get these big moves. So this line is only a resistance, but once you break it, you get a big move up. That's the plan. That's the plan, guys. That's the game plan. So, but that's assumption. When that's gonna happen, it depends. We only here on this channel look at short time frames because we don't want to know what's gonna happen today, tomorrow. And right now, the only thing we can actually say is like 2.89, 2.5 maybe already hit around somewhere up here, maybe already hit. So we might actually get already right now some kind of small consolidation before we actually get all the way up to the 2.89. So we gotta see what's gonna happen, but you know me, we've been doing Cardano for a long time during the stablecoin times, and we've been bullish all the way through. So why stop being bullish now? Anyways, thanks for watching. You know what to do with the Patreon link and Telegram link. And that said, subscribe to the channel to get tomorrow's Cardano update as well on this channel. Yeah, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I really appreciate you watching this channel. See you around, guys. Bye bye.